Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar, man. Just finishing up at the gym, man. Got a good chest workout, man. We swolled up, pumped up, man. Yes, sir, man. I just wanted to hop on here, man. I wanted to tell y'all, man, that you got to figure out a way to win with the hand you was dealt in life. You got to figure out a way to win with the hand you was dealt in life, man. Ain't no sense or ain't no reason to sit there and cry, complain, crying to God, wondering why you was dealt the hand you was dealt in life, looking at other people, comparing your life to their life, man, because the thing about it, people you see, man, you think they got it all, man, you don't know what they did or what they had to do to get to where they at in a position in life. You know what I'm saying? And two, they might not be telling you the whole side of the story. They might just be showing you what they want you to see, man, They might on the inside be going through more trials and tribulations than you. You know what I'm saying? That's like the social media effect, man. You see people online, you see them, balling, doing this. You're like, damn, that life looks so amazing, man. The whole time you might be doing better than them, man. Spiritually, financially, or whatever, mentally. They might be in a bad place or whatnot. Before I keep going on, make sure you subscribe to my channel at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale. This ain't my shirt right here. It's one of my homie shirts. I'm rocking Mad Fitness and Finance. But I got merchandise for sale on my website, www.theghettobodybuilder.com, man. Shop with me, man. Check it out, man. I got a lot of merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts for sale. Back to the video. You don't know what them people had to do, man. And two, they might not be telling you the whole side of the story. You know what I'm saying? They might just be showing you what they want you to see, A lot of, especially on like social media, Instagram effect, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it may be. People only show the good side. They don't show the bad side, Just like when my channel primarily is focused on the gym. So a lot of people online, they may only post the good stuff. Me, on the other hand, I post when I'm at the gym. If I try PR and don't hit it, I still post it. And my reason for doing that is to show people that it's not all roses. You're not going to constantly make gains every week. Everything you hit or touch or put on the bar is not going to go up. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be trials and tribulations, bumps in the road. That's why, like, when I'm on my channel and I post something, I might post me trying to do 435 on the bench and not hitting it. I want to see people let people see me struggle, and then what makes it even better is like when 2 or 3 weeks later, I come back to it, I spin the block and try it again, and boom, I hit it. That show people that you authentic. You're not just showing the good, you showing the good and the bad, So you can't cry about the hand you was dealt in life, man. I was like, man, when I was growing up, I grew up in poverty, Columbus, Ohio. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, the projects, as y'all might know it, or you might know it as the PJs, the Jets, Section 8, man, low income housing, Charity Newsy, WIC. I grew up in all that, man. Food stamps, single parent household. My mom had to work 2-3 jobs, man. I used to see a lot of stuff, man, a lot of crime. The police patrolling, chasing people throughout the neighborhood, shootouts, stuff like that when I was growing up, man. But I didn't let that deter me. I didn't, I might go to some of my friends' house that lived in nicer neighborhoods. I didn't sit there and I wasn't jealous, or I'd secretly be like, damn, man, I wish I had their life, man, I use that as motivation, to stay focused and to make it out of my situation, So you can't compare your life to other people's life, man. I'm like, man, I'm going to take the hand I was dealt and I'm going to find a way to win with it, Find a way to win with your circumstance. That's all you can do. Most of us, we weren't born with no silver spoons. Most of us probably don't have rich parents, that could just shell out money for us to go to the best schools, best colleges, pay for all our education. When you fresh out of college, they buy your first house for you or pay for the wedding. Yeah, nah. I'm probably like a lot of y'all, man. My mom couldn't afford to do all that, When I was growing up, man, my mom couldn't afford you know, to pay for me to go to college. She could send me some spending money, you know, but I had to go out there and hustle and get me a football scholarship. That was my ticket out, man, you know. And I was like so focused. I was like, man, I got to make it out of this, man. This ain't my life, you know. I was like, all I cared about in high school was football, the school books, you know, my education, and trying to get me a scholarship, man, get my school paid for, you know. And it worked out. I was able to get a full ride scholarship to play football at West Virginia State. You know, I graduated in 3 years with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I have finished with I had a 3.2 GPA. So I was focused, man, you know. Then I went on after that to become a prison guard, you know, working in the prison system. You know, I've been with the federal government working in prisons for going on 12 years now. You know, and it's been good to me, you know. And I use this story too, man. At one of my prisons, I've worked at 3 different prisons now. I worked at a county jail in West Virginia after I got done with school. Then I worked at a federal prison there. Then I transferred down here to where I'm currently at in North Carolina back in 2015. So I've been here 8 years now. But at my last prison, right, there was a guy that got locked up there. He got locked up for bank robbery, right? And the crazy part about it is I grew up with this dude. You know, we grew up, you know, in the same, he stayed in the same projects I lived in. You know, you can look this up. Riverside, Bradley. They tore all those projects down, man. It was close to downtown. And they kind of gentrified the area, man, and built luxury condos, you know. So I went back 1 year. They was tore down. I was going to show one of my ex-girlfriends at the time where I grew up at, you know. But anyways, we grew up in the same neighborhood. You know, we grew up in the Boys and Girls Club. I lost track of him when I was about 14 years old, you know. And I seen him at the prison. He came. I was working that unit, you know. And I seen him. I was like, damn, why do he look familiar? And I don't know. We got to talking when it was kind of cool. I didn't just want to go up to him and be like, yo, you remember me, this and that. Because once it finally connected, I was like, that's Henry I grew up with and whatnot. But when I kind of pulled him to the side, I didn't want to be obvious about it. Because you kind of got to navigate that when you like know people and you work as an officer and they're an inmate, you know. I kept the professional. I didn't cross that line, you know, but we kind of chopped it up, you know, and we was talking. I was like, yo, what you in here for? He was like, man, I'm in here for bank robbery. He was robbing banks, man. They gave him 12 years, right? I was like, damn. I was thinking in my head, like, that could have easily been me. We grew up in the same neighborhood, the same public assistance projects, whatever you want to call it. That was me. We grew up, man, same neighborhood. You know, luckily my mom moved away when I was about 13. She was able to move to a better neighborhood. But I was like, man, I could have easily went the path he took, you know, and I could have been out here robbing banks, committing crimes, man, you know. That's why it's like that. It's like you can go either way. You know, it's all in you and what you want to do. It's in your mindset, man. You know, don't let your circumstances, your situation, man, where you start at in life, don't let that determine your outcome, man, and where you end up at, you know. Because it's people, man, in worse situations than you that found a way to win and make a success of themselves, you know. But it blew my mind because I was like, that could have easily been me right there, you know. We only one decision away from going right to going left, you know. So life is all about choices, man. You know, it's all about the choices you make. You know, a lot of people on my page that follow me on social media or on here might be younger. You know, you think you got your whole life ahead of you, man. You do. But on the other end of the spectrum, the decisions you make right now, whether you're 16, 17, 18, they're going to affect you 5, 10, 15 years from now, you know. And I look back, man, on a lot of the decisions I made, man, I chose not to be a follower, cave into peer pressure, do it like some of my friends in high school and college were doing, man, you know, doing hard drugs, partying all the time, skipping schools, not going to class, just saying, fuck school, I'm going to be cool, man. I chose to do the opposite. You know, I kept my head in the books. All I cared about was sports and lifting weights. That's it, man. And to this day, man, a lot of them habits and them decisions, man, they're paying dividends for me. You know, I still work out 20 years later, man. I still work out religiously 5 to 7 times a week, man. Get it in, man. I'm taking care of my health, man. You know, me making the choices I made as far as getting my education has allowed me to do things as far as like buying my first house. You know, I bought my crib when I moved to North Carolina back in 2015. So I've been here since, 8 years. You know, it's allowed me to financially have that financial stability. You know, I was able to pay both of my cars off. Now I got investments in the bank, you know, savings, able to buy stocks, you know, the money got, you know, when I pay all my bills, I still got money left over. You know, I was able to start my daughter college fund, you know, start investing for her. So, you know, when she get to 18, 16, 17, 18, I could do stuff for her that my mom might not have been able to do for me. Things like, you know, paying for the tuition if I got to, or, you know, buying her first car so she can get around or whatnot. Or if she want to get married, paying for the wedding, help pay for the wedding, or giving her the down payment for her house, man. That's what it's all about to me, man. I'm trying to provide a better life for my family, you know, my kids, you know, that's what it's all about. I didn't let my circumstances define me, you know. I grew up in the projects, you know, like I said, man, it wasn't nice at all, you know, but my mom, she made the best. She made sure we had food in the fridge, the lights was on, you know what I'm saying, the bills, we had a roof over our head, clothes on our back, you know. She might not have been able to get us the nicest shoes, the Jordans and all that, but she provided the essentials, man, and she had an environment that was conducive to us staying focused. You know, I was able to stay focused and stay grounded. My mom was strict, man. She didn't let me be out running the streets when I was in high school. I had to be home if I was out, you know, by a certain time. She didn't let me party. None of that, man. Looking back on it, I'm thankful for that, man. I wasn't into that life anyway. You know, my mom knew if I was somewhere 9 times out of 10, it was something related to sports, track, football, you know, or working out, weightlifting, or I'm with one of my trainers training, you know, for sports. So she didn't have to, you know, worry about that after school activity I might have did, being with the chess club or, you know, football, track practice. My mom didn't have to worry about knowing where I was at, you know, even when I had a part-time job, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just looking back like, yeah, man. The decisions you make, man, they affect you, man. They either gonna hurt you or they gonna help you 5, 10 years from now. You look up, man, you know, you either gonna be sitting there thinking like, man, I'm glad I made that decision, or you gonna be like, damn, man, I dropped the ball. I regret doing what I did back then, man. I should have took this route instead of that route. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the hand you was dealt in life, man, dictate where you end up in life. You know, don't, it's time to stop. I see a lot of people, man, they crying and complaining on social media, and I'll be like, it's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. The pity party is over. You know, you got to sit down and you got to really figure some shit out, man. What is it that you want out of life? What are you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to sit down, come up with a plan, write that shit down, man, whatever you got to do. And execute, man. It's time to figure out what you got to do. Everything you need to know is online these days. You know, everything is at the palm of your hand. Whatever it is you're trying to do in life, man, you just got to go on Google, YouTube, figure that shit out, man. You know, you ain't got time. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself, man. Forget them excuses, man. We ain't making no more excuses, man. Fuck them excuses, man. It's time to come up with solutions, man. No more excuses, only solutions. You know, we can't, I don't want us to just be getting by. Like, it's time. I had that mindset like, man, a lot of people just getting by. We want to start getting ahead, not just getting by, getting ahead. You know what I'm saying? So just figure out what you want to do, man. What is it that you want out of life, man? Don't worry about what somebody else is trying to define. Don't let nobody else put you in the box or define your life. It's all about you, baby. What do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. Like I said, y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, at The Ghetto Bodybuilder. I got merchandise for sale. www.theghettobodybuilder.com, man. Stay focused. Keep grinding. Don't give up, man. Don't let the hand you was dealt in life dictate where you end up in life, baby. It ain't about where you start. It's where you finish, baby. Y'all know how we coming. Let's get motivated.